Greetings, Darklings. 'Tis I, Toasted Heretic, and welcome to my channel. And today we are going to do Goth 101 on the Sisters of Mercy classic, This Corrosion. That's right, people, we're going to go there with that particular song. Now, this is going to be controversial, so I'm going to take a wild guess. There are going to be some comments about this. Fine, please do have your say. I absolutely promise I will get to them and read them and comment back, as long as you are polite. Make your point. There's no need to be rude. As we say, be polite, be nice, or go forth and multiply. But please do have your say, because it is going to be controversial. Okay, so strap yourselves in. Let's get the factual thing done. The single came out in September 1987. It was the lead single for the album Floodland by the Sisters of Mercy. It is perceived or seen as one of the great sort of goth classics, or 101 intro songs to the world of goth. In the UK, this song reached number 7 in the top 40. And just to clear things up, because a lot of people are watching from the States here, you've got all those different charts. You have like the dance chart, the alternative chart, the rock chart. I lose count of them. In this country, really, especially in the 80s, the only one that counted was the top 40. It's like the equivalent of the Billboard 200 for you, except we're a small country, so we only have 40 of them, yeah? So the top 40 was a big thing. Number 7 is a bona fide huge hit. This has crossed right over from the world of underground goth into mainstream. It was a big hit. That's what I'm saying. So here in the UK, and I think also pretty much across Europe and around the world, in the States as well, it's seen as a bit of a 101. To me, This Corrosion is unique because it is dreadful and brilliant at the exact same time, and largely for the exact same reasons. And I will clarify my statement on that, okay? So let me get into it then. So the case against This Corrosion, when the song was written and recorded, it was apparently a parody. Now, originally Wayne Hussey, who was in the Sisters of Mercy, had left, and he'd gone on to form the Mission, and in 1986 the Mission were released, in 1987 the Mission released some records. Now, Andrew Eldritch from the Sisters of Mercy always thought that Wayne Hussey wrote empty, big, bombastic songs about nothing that had no meaning and were bombastic and horrible and empty. So he parodied it with the song This Corrosion. Now there's a problem, and I've professionally written comedy for many, many years. There's a problem with parrying things for being banal or empty or bombastic. And the problem is that parry can be banal or empty or bombastic and meaningless. And by parodying it, you are in fact creating something which is bombastic and banal and empty. And they kind of have done that with This Corrosion. I mean, look, you got the whole thing, give me the ring, and all that stuff, you know? It's just like, hey, now, give this corrosion to me, hey, now. It's almost stupid. And I understand he's sending up the Mission for being empty and bombastic. By the way, let's get this clear. He's right, the Mission are empty and bombastic and horrible. I can't stand the Mission. I understand they're a goth staple. I get it. You don't like my opinion on the Mission, you love the Mission. Tell me why, don't be rude. Just explain why I should give the Mission a second chance. And I'll tell you why you're wrong. No, I'm joking, but do point your... I'm not. I can't stand them. So, but do give us politely your opinion. So, he's sending up the Mission, he's right to send up the Mission, but has he made a record that is worth listening to, or has he just made something that's so close to the Mission in its emptiness and bombasticness that he's repeated the same mistake? Now, the next thing about the song is the sound of the song. You would always see them on top of the box or on TV around Europe or in the States around that time, with Patricia Morrison, the very lovely bass player who joined the Sisters of Mercy then, formerly of the Gun Club notably, and who would be pouting away playing her bass and her finest gothery. Thing is, she's not on the record, is she? I mean, the record is largely a computerized synth record. We've got drum machines, got synths on it, there's some lead guitar on it, but it's very sort of rock lead guitar. It's got, in the 80s, there was a lot of records which had this kind of big but very empty sound. A lot of bands had that sound. I'll give you some examples, right? You had like bands like Johnny Hayes Jazz, Living in a Box, then Jericho, Diesel Park West, Texas, Transvision Van Beaven. Then I had that big boom, we're here sound. But if you actually listen, there isn't actually that much music. It's kind of just volume over content. And a lot of this corrosion to me is those dun slabby synths. Now that might be your thing, you might enjoy that. And that, fair play, if you do, great, you go, you do you enjoy it. I personally don't, you know, and for me, it's got that kind of annoying, stabby, lumpy emptiness to it. And I get, that's kind of what he's doing on purpose. I get that. But it's still what you've got to listen to at the time. And then you've got the thing, the cliche thing. See, in goth clubs, or in just alt clubs, or any club around that time, which I was at many of, you would always get people who, this would be played every time, right? And you would get people taking the piss, marching around going, hey now, now, sing bats and ghosties to me. And these people were quite ignorant and it was me, I did that, okay? I used to do that, sing bats and ghosties to me. I still have friends, someone rang me up a few weeks ago and said, oh, I'm trying to get my son, we're talking about goth music, and I want to play him that Bats and Ghosties song. Who does that? Is it Bauhaus? No, it's not. It's This Corrosion versus the Mercy. And to the point where, you know, the parody is a cliche now. I mean, okay, the case for, let's go with what's great about This Corrosion. I love the whole choral bit. It's really stupid, but it's actually quite beautiful and it's very different. Like, no one else did that or was doing that at the time. It's really striking. And I mean, the whole song's produced by Jim Steinman. I don't know if you know who produced Battle of Health and Meatloaf. It's just got this, how big can we make this? And it is, even Andrew Eldritch says, it's big to the point of stupid. And it is. And when they really go over the top, it is quite good. But it's good because it's funny. Okay, next case for, it was a big hit and it got people to buy Floodland, which has some gems on it. Lucretia, My Reflection, is one of the Sisters of Mercy's finest moments. So's Dominion / Mother Russia, which Dominion was then the follow-up single and also a hit. I mean, go there, Andrew. If you're using that as a Trojan horse to get better Sisters stuff out there, you do you. You enjoy that. I mean, that's fine. In a way though, and to summarise on this, because I'm going on a bit, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the Sisters of Mercy. Like, some of the records are undeniably brilliant. You know, Floor Show, Alice, Temple of Love, pretty much the whole of First and Last and Always, and as I say, Dominion, Lucretia, My Reflection, just brilliant, brilliant records. It just seems odd that This Corrosion is the song that seems to be like their calling card or their 101 moment, you know, because it is by far not the best thing they did. If you've not heard Sisters of Mercy, don't start here. Go to those aforementioned songs, probably in order, Floor Show, Alice, Temple of Love, blah, 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 right? Move on from there, and you'll enjoy it, and you'll get into them, and you'll love them, because there are moments. I actually saw the Sisters of Mercy in, I can't remember when, in 1985, at the Lyceum in London. And I didn't like it. I didn't think they were very good. I thought they were boring. I'll be honest with you. And that was around the time of First and Last and Always. And I, knew the songs, and it was just a load of people in dry ice and shadows and dry ice. And I noticed the audience really into it. And then I think the audience got bored as well. It just didn't really work for me as a live thing. And it might have been I saw them on a bad night, or maybe I had a bad night and they were actually brilliant. And if you were at that show and you loved it, comment below, tell me I'm wrong, that's fine. Maybe I was just in a bad headspace at the time. But I remember at that point I was a very young person, I was going to lots of gigs for the first time and I was loving everything, and that kind of stopped me dead in the tracks, because I was just like, I'm not buying this. But as I say, those records are fantastic, I mean, but This Corrosion is, in a way, my synopsis even of the Sisters of Mercy. It sums them up for me. It's great and it's not. It's at the same time and for the same reasons. They're a riddle. They confuse me. There's some stuff I absolutely adore, and some stuff I could really live without, and right across everything they've ever done. But it's what songs mean to you that matters, dear viewer. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments below, because if it moves you and you love it, it's a great record for you, and I salute you for that. You hold your ground and you go with that, and you do you, as I keep saying. But you get what I mean. I'm always going to say it's always going to be a thing which I will always dance to at a club, or I enjoy hearing it when I hear it, but I don't love it, and I never will. Hopefully though, you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, and remember to subscribe. Please do subscribe, help spread the word. Tell your friends about this, say, hey, there's this idiot who thinks This Corrosion isn't that good, go give him grief. Fine, as I say, be polite. Until the next video, until the next video, see you then, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye for now.